The Nigerian Naira is experiencing a notable surge, closing at 1,485 Naira on the black market and 1,497.11 Naira at the official NFEM window, indicating improved dollar liquidity and a narrowing exchange rate gap. This comes amidst evolving foreign exchange policies by the CBN, aiming for market convergence. Now, while Bismarck Rewane's report revised the CBN's direct intervention figures, the overall trend points to a strengthening Naira. Joining us to discuss more on this is Executive Director, TrustBanc Holdings Limited, Azeez Lawal. Thank you, Azeez, for joining us, and good afternoon to you.
Yeah, good afternoon. Thank you for having me.
An absolute pleasure. Now, Azeez, the Naira rose to 1,485 Naira on the parallel market as of Tuesday, and this follows improved dollar liquidity. We have also seen the premium between the official and the parallel markets shrink, and it closed Monday's trading at 1,503.63 Naira to the dollar at the Nigerian foreign exchange market window. My question is, what factors are responsible for this, and how sustainable are they?
Yeah, thank you once again. So to the question, two things there, right? One, the Naira is now stronger in the parallel market, and that's a good sign. In fact, the last time we witnessed this was around May last year. Two, the spread, what we call premium between the two markets, has now reduced significantly. Again, that's a very good sign, particularly when we came into the year. At the start of the year, it was around 7% spread or premium. There, but what currently is less than 1%. I mean, typically, when you measure the strength of a currency, those signs are very good signs. So now address your question as to the factors. Like I rightly mentioned, improved liquidity, and also, most importantly, we have seen enhanced regulation and transparency in forex operations. I mean, in this regard, you have seen the introduction of the CBN's electronic foreign exchange management system last year has bolstered confidence in the market significantly. And such that, I mean, the mode of operations, aside from the fact that they are now transparent and more efficient, you now find a situation whereby even parallel market players can go into the official market to get FX, right? So, I mean, that is why we are seeing, is one of the reasons why we are seeing that even the parallel market now is trading below the official markets. But the thing is, although this confidence in the Naira has improved, long-term stability will depend on fiscal support, other structural reforms aimed at attracting more sustainable foreign direct investments. Thank you.
Okay. Now, I believe that you also saw the initial reports about Nigeria defending the Naira with $8 billion. I also understand that the statement has now been retracted and a new figure is given, which is $3.7 billion. Be that as it may, were you irked by the initial report, and what was the challenge for you that the CBN defended the Naira, or that the amount that was reportedly spent on it?
Yeah, thank you. That's an interesting question. But the thing is, the issue really was never about whether the CBN should intervene in the FX markets. I mean, typically all central banks have measures towards stabilizing their currencies. So the issue really should be about the accuracy and transparency of the reported figures. From our records, I mean, the CBN spent up to like $2.5 billion from September till date, all right, to intervene in that market. And this year alone, we've seen they spent up to $1 billion. I mean, as a generally, they were close to spending up to like $600 million. And present in February, they've intervened but much as over $300 million. And really, like I said, it's really the role of CBN CBN to, in any country, to have measures in place to stabilize the currency, right? And from what we see presently, aside from the fact that there's a lot of liquidity in the market, like you have confirmed yourself, right, where you have IOCs and other market players coming into the market, right, to provide liquidity. But occasionally, the CBN steps in, right, where maybe there's shortage of liquidity. Occasionally, it's not like the CBN comes in to intervene regularly or aggressively, right? So, I mean, the most important thing is that this intervention by the CBN is measured and structured towards ensuring that the Naira remains stable. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us and discussing the Naira's power and, of course, our liquidity rate as a country with us. Thanks for your time.
Thank you so much for all this. Thank you.